Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to do a Daisy Square motif, and I am using the Caron Cotton Ripple Cakes yarn, and I am using a size number 4 hook. I'm starting with a magic circle, but you can do chain 4, slip stitch onto that first chain, and chain 1. Okay, so from that chain 1, we are going to do 8 single crochets all around. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. 8, tighten it. And you're going to slip stitch on that first single crochet. For round number 2, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And on the same space that we did our slip stitch, we are going to put 2 double crochets right here. And these are 2 double crochets together. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that same space we just did our slip stitch. So I'm trying to make sure you're able to see. I know it's a little small, but we're in that same space. We're yarning over and putting only through the first 2 loops. We're not closing the double crochet. We're going yarn over and we're going to go back into that same spot. And we're only going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. And now we have 2 double crochets together, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. We're now going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And on this next single crochet, we're going to do 3 double crochets together. Oops, right here. So that means we're not closing them, we're only pulling through, and we're only going through the first 2 loops of that double crochet. And then once we have 3 double crochets together, we're yarning over and pulling through all of the loops. And that's the pattern we're going to be repeating. Chain 3 and 3 double crochets together. So at the end, these are going to be the petals. You should have a total of 8 petals. So I will catch you at the end of the second round. We're at the end of the second round. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to slip stitch on that 4th chain right here. Because that's the top of the cluster or the petal that we just did. So we're going to slip stitch. So if you did it correctly, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 petals. So now we're going to begin our round number 3 and we're going to chain 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a double crochet on that same space that we just did our slip stitch. And now we're going to do 2 double crochets together on this second petal. So right here at the top, we're going to do 2 double crochets together. So we're not closing this double crochet. We're yarning over and we're going back into that same stitch, that same place. Yarn over, and then now we pull through all 3 loops. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do 2 double crochets together in that same space. So yarn over, and we're inserting our hook in the same spot in that second petal, and we're doing 2 together, and we're closing it. And that is the pattern we will be repeating. So we're going to go on to the third petal right here, and we're going to do 2 double crochets together, chain 5, and then 2 double crochets together in that same space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how we're going to be working into each of these petals. We're at the end of the third row, and now we are going to go into this slip stitch space right here, and we're going to do 2 double crochets together. So we're going to go right here, we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slip stitch at the 4th chain, which would be the top of this cluster. So it would be right here. Okay. If you did this right, you should have 2, 4, 6, 8. To start our 4th round, we're going to slip stitch onto this next cluster right here, because we don't want to start over there. We want to start right here. So we're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this chain 5, we're going to put a single crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this second cluster right here, we're going to put a double crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On this chain space, we're going to single crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do a double crochet on this second cluster. And that's the pattern you're going to be repeating all throughout. So I will catch you when we finish this round. All right, so we're at the end of the 4th round, and we just did our single crochet here. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are slip stitching on the 3rd chain from the bottom. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3 right here. Oops. We're slip stitching. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right here. And if you did it right, you should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. Because I know it's easy to mess up. I know it's happened to me, especially in the beginning when I first started doing for my cardigan. The first couple of motifs that I did were a little wonky because I messed up on this step. So to start our final round, we're going to chain 1, and we are going to do a single crochet into the same space that we just did our slip stitch. So now we have a single crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do a treble crochet on this next, and we're only going to be working on the single crochets and the double crochets of the previous row. So we're going to do a treble crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do another treble crochet into that same stitch. Chain 4, And this is going to be your corner. We're now going to go into this next stitch and we're going to do a single crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a half double crochet. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a single crochet. We're going to chain 4. And we're going to work on our next corner. And the corner is worked in the same way we just did right here, which is a treble crochet, chain 4, treble crochet, all into the same stitch. And we're going to work that way. Let me see. So to close off the square, you're just going to slip stitch right here. So now if you see here, I have a half double crochet. I chained 4 and I'm simply slip stitching on my first single crochet right here. There you go. Right here. And if you want to join them, I'm going to show you how I would do it with this cardigan. Okay, so what I did and what I think it looks better, at least for this kind of yarn, this is a DK size 3. And it's a cotton with a lot of texture. You see it here. So what I thought works best for the edges where I'm going to put the border, I chained 2 and then just put my hook through the finished square. Bring it here, chain 2, and then work my treble crochet and continued working. For the middle parts right here, I thought that it was best to do the same thing, but depending on your tension, it would be best to do chain 4, like this chain 4 right here between the trebles in the corner, chain 4 and just pass it through here, through the middle. And just work your treble crochet all the way around. It's just up to preference. This yarn, like I said, is a very thin yarn. I didn't like the way that it was gonna look joining the squares with a slip stitch or a mattress stitch. This is really, really thin. I don't think it was gonna work for this yarn. So I decided to join it like that. And right here for my sides, I am simply this, let me get a higher contrasting one. Okay, right here, this color. This is the chain 4. So I did a chain 4. So this chain 4 right here, instead of going straight into my next stitch, I would pass it under the square that was already done. And then I would go ahead and work on my stitch, whatever it is that I was working on. And that's what this is right here. These are the chain 4s together. If you like this video, if you like this tutorial, let me know, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see the cardigan tutorial, definitely I can make a video. But look at this is so cute. All right, thank you. Bye.